Listen now to a man who came out of the Upward Bound program and went on to become an economics professor with degrees from Ohio University and Harvard. A man who is now a distinguished member of the Ohio State Legislature. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Vernon L. Sykes. Vernon.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan. It's clear to me that I'm here to tell you a little story. A story about a little colored boy that was born in the Mississippi Delta in Forest City, Arkansas, in St. Francis County. But my mother sat down and talked to me and said, son, it may be hard times today, but someday you're going to be somebody.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it! Watch me! I got it! Hey! I got something that makes me want to shout. I got something that tells me what it's all about. I got soul, and I'm super bad.
Today I rise to honor the career of a truly dedicated and true public servant, Ohio State Senator Vernon Sykes, the ultimate statesman who is retiring from the Ohio General Assembly. As a member of Congress representing Ohio's 13th Congressional District, but most importantly, as his daughter, it is my privilege to congratulate Senator Sykes on a distinguished career and extend my sincere gratitude for all that he has done for the people of Akron, the state of Ohio, for his nearly 50 years in public service.
In the spring of 1983, I was appointed the first African American state representative from Summit County. Dick Celeste had just won his election with a landslide turnout. Democrats controlled just about everything. Majorities, Democrat majorities in the House and the Senate and the Ohio Supreme Court, and occupied every statewide office. Can you believe it? It's like a heaven on earth.
Senator Sykes, I want to certainly thank you so much for your legislative impact. You know, sometimes the words are just too inadequate. You have served this legislative body. You have served the people of Akron and the state of Ohio in a significant way. When we use words like icon, sometimes they're overused. But I think what you have continued to do with dignity, with character and respect is lift this body up in a major way.
Senator Sykes is a legend. He's been around, I mean, the years of service, his knowledge, his intellect is going to be missed here in the Democratic caucus and in the entire Senate as a whole. He dedicated his life to public service, and as is his family, and you don't see that often anymore, that you dedicate your entire life to something for the betterment of others.
I'm very proud of this budget.
The state of Ohio has been very honored and blessed to have had Senator Sykes in the role of a legislator, an advocate, and a person who had the foresight to move the state forward.
$10 million to the Housing Trust Fund, more money for primary and secondary education, daycare funding, food banks. Sounds like a Democratic budget to me.
My description of the Honorable Senator Sykes, calm, cool, and collegial. You have been such a wonderful example of grace under pressure.
It seems to be no end to the arrogance of the supermajority. Any other comments? First, I'll start out with that is ridiculous. So I can't. Speaker, it's a miracle. Your vision has improved.
Thank you, Mr. President, and ladies and gentlemen, I'd
It's my distinguished pleasure to introduce you to the men of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. Would you all please stand? And to commemorate the starting in 1906, I'd like to just give you just 10 seconds of a chat that we use. 1111119. We're having a fish clinic here today, inviting children mostly from the urban centers into this rural setting to learn about fishing.
Senator Sykes, Vernon, this is really kind of bittersweet. Bitter because you're going to be gone and I'm going to miss your compassion. Though it was quiet, it was still always there. And I knew that you were always thinking about more than yourself. And you were always thinking what's going to be the greater good. And even when you were in the House, and then of course when I came to the Senate, it was apparent that you were just trying to make sure that we were all thinking about one another and the people of Ohio. So I appreciate you for that, and the bitter piece is that you're going to be gone. The sweet piece is that you'll finally be able to take a rest, except that I've already told you, I know you're not going to be resting long, that you're still going to be concerned about Ohio and Ohioans. And I hope that you will make sure that your voice continues to be heard.
So what I find amazing about Vernon Sykes is literally just the amount of time that he was here. I mean, I'm in my second year. He's in his 34th year. Vernon's got tremendous insight and a lot of wisdom of the process. And quite frankly, I think the best thing that I could say about him is I wish I could spend more time with him.
And I have to mention certainly how you've empowered the young people at Kent State University to help them be all that they could be.
Well, the program was started to afford students at Kent State an opportunity to get experience in the real world and to learn about public policy making at the state level. I hope they understand how state government works and how it relates to all of our lives, to have an appreciation for what it's like to live in America, be American citizens, and how they can make a contribution to the political process.
I have learned very much from you that I hope to carry forward. It's hard to imagine being in these chambers without you. But you have left such an imprint on the state of Ohio. We are so much better for your service.
I've been very honored to work with him just shortly in my time here in the Senate, but I have admired him for a long time for his steadfast service to his constituents and to the state of Ohio. He will be missed, no doubt about it.
And I wish him nothing but the best in his retirement, which I'm sure won't be real retirement, that'll take up 17 other projects.
Thank you so much for all the work that you've done, and I know that you will continue to do.
It has been an honor and a privilege to serve with you, and I wish you good luck and wish you well in your future endeavors.
I wish you, Senator Sykes, a fond farewell. May you continue to be strong in your health, strong in your faith, and strong in your love of your family, this great state of Ohio, and this country. God bless you.
To you, my friend, I hope you enjoy some peaceful time on a couch, drinking tea, reading a good book, and not answering your phone.
You've left this place much better than you found it, and we will miss you greatly. We love you, brother. I still got those cookies for you.
Happy retirement, whatever that means.
There was no one that really supported me at that time. A little colored boy, 26 years old, who had not run before. And I ran against an incumbent, a two-time winner. No one thought I had a chance. But I campaigned door to door with the promise of hard work and hope. And I beat that incumbent 2-1.
My basic philosophy in politics is that people elect you and they kind of, they entrust you with the power and the responsibility, the privilege to make decisions on their behalf. You have to always make a decision, always weigh how you can be most effective. And if you're not effective, then you can't really adequately represent your people, adequately represent the issues that you think are important to the state. Public policy is a collective decision-making process. You have to get people to go along with you. And why will they go along with you? Because you are going to go along with them.
It's not so important about really who you are, what your titles are, the positions that you hold, the money that you have in your pocket. It's really more important about what you represent, what you stand for.
In the legislature, he became a champion for early education, criminal justice reform, economic development, and so much more. Notably, Senator Sykes passed the toughest fair housing law in the country, the state of Ohio's first legislation to compensate the wrongfully imprisoned, and was the lead sponsor of 2 constitutional amendments to end the scourge of gerrymandering in Ohio that was approved by over 70% of the voters. During his time in public office, Senator Sykes championed the people of our community, and he is the example of true, selfless public service. It is not often that elected leaders can brag about such impactful and prominent careers, and Senator Sykes can, but he won't because he is simply too humble to do so. Thus, I am doing it for him. So on behalf of Ohio's 13th Congressional District, I would like to congratulate and thank Senator Vernon Sykes, my dad, on his storied career as a legislator at the state and local level for over 40 years of outstanding service and devotion to our community.
I look at my future, and just like you, whatever I'll be doing it to make Ohio better than it's ever been. Thank you.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it! Watch me! I got it! Hey! I got something that makes me want to shout. I got something that tells me what it's all about. I got soul, and I'm super bad.